go burn some daylight.
Welcome back, everybody. Make sure you go like, subscribe, follow all that nonsense. Burning Daylight Sports on all the platforms. Jordan's out this week. He is headed down to Texas to help with some of the relief efforts down there. That flooding was fucking awful. Like that was rough. So hats off to Jordan, and hope everything turns out well there. That's a rough deal, but me and Jake are here. We're in it. I'm so envious of the Detroit Tigers fans right now. You guys are just fucking rolling.
Man, it's fun right now. I mean, we got 3 starters in the All-Star game. Scooble's pitching. I think depending on the start schedule for him, I think he's a shoo-in to be the starter for the All-Star game.
Yeah,
which is, I mean,
that's awesome.
It brings me back to, so the last time we had four All-Stars was 2015, and that was kind of the last hurrah of like the Tigers from that era.
Yeah.
It kind of started out okay in 16, but yeah, 15 was really it. I think that's the last time we made the playoffs before last year, and it kind of feels like that again. Maybe I was talking about this with somebody like, some of these guys, like obviously Baez has been around, but some of these other guys are like pretty young and doing pretty good, and
they're on the hunt. It feels
like
they are. The hunt.
Yeah, but it seems kind of like all these kind of like a bunch of no-name guys, but they've been doing really good, and
but they feel like a bunch of veterans too.
It does, and like I just think like in 3 or 4 years we're gonna look back and like be like, oh yeah, of course, like all these guys, Green's a stud. He was an all-star last year.
How old is Riley Green?
25.
See, he feels like he's like in that like 32 or 3 range, where he's just like he's been around a little bit. That's what he feels like. But you got to remember he's young as fuck.
He's 24.
Yeah,
he's 24, and like it's kind of like, okay, maybe like his first year he's a little bit injured, last year like a little bit injured, this year he's finally had like the first like full season. You can really see what he's doing. And like you can you don't have to like extrapolate out like a WAR if he was last year he was only 137 games. The previous 2 are 99, 93. So like not really full games, and maybe a little bit more of a defensive guy. But you can kind of see like, man, he's kind of bulked up a little bit. He's kind of getting into like, so,
he's a thick boy now.
Yeah. And like, it's funny. I saw some video on him defensively. They're kind of talking about like he makes a bunch of really good plays. But they're kind of saying, oh, he kind of doesn't look like he should be, this kind of like defensive stud. But that's who he was like for a long time. Like for a long time, he was more of a defensive guy or like kind of a more well-rounded player. But now he's hitting the ball a lot and really hard. Like last year, he had 24 home runs total. He's at 22 right now.
Yeah. Before the All-Star break.
Yeah. He's hitting 285. He wasn't supposed to be necessarily like a huge average guy, but 285 these days,
that's pretty good.
That's with 22 home runs. That's elite.
Yeah.
And plus, he still makes these really good plays. And he's been a little bit thicker these days, but I think he's still got like some uh, maybe not as like great speed, especially when he was playing center field a lot more first couple of years. But he's still got a lot of speed. But he's got just such a uh, great reaction to the ball,
Oh
that
yeah.
he can make some of these catches that it's like it just seem like impossible, especially like if you look at him, you're like, oh, he's not like a speedster. He's not going to be, making some like great plays. But like we went to the game yesterday, um, and he made a diving catch that was at like a 3.5% catch probability. Um,
Jeez.
and like I swear he does that like every single game I go see, or like even watch. Like he's always just like laying out for something, or like making a sliding catch, or just you know, making a read that like only the perfect read gets him to that spot to catch the ball.
Right. So, on that same note, kind of a young guy, but this rookie Denzel Clark. What would you offhand? What would you say his WAR is for the season?
I mean, okay, so I think
B
his
WAR.
B War. Uh, I think he's he's not that great of a hitter, but he's like an absolute elite defender. Um, I'm trying to. He's only been up for maybe 40 games. I assume you
About
got the
yeah.
page. I assume you got the page up, right?
I
I'm
don't,
not.
but I'll pull it up right now.
Okay, so that's maybe like a quarter of a full season, and I'm going to say he's maybe at best zero WAR for offense, but I bet he's on a pace for like a 4 defensive WAR season. So I bet he's. I would guess that he's at a 1 to 1.2 WAR right now.
All right. So we got. Oh, wrong one. I saw him the other day at like a 1.6.
1.6. Man, that's monster.
But I could have been reading that wrong. So
I just
here we
pulled it up. He's at a point 0.7 right now.
0.7. Yeah.
Point 0.7.
And that's batting 207, 12 runs, 8 RBIs, 5 stolen bases, OBP of 258, slug of 336.
I mean, that's
OPS.
OPS plus of 65. Like he's a bad offensive player.
Yeah.
Essentially, he's at 38 games, so it's pretty close there.
Yeah.
But so his DWAR is 0.7, a WAR of 0. So I was really close on that part.
Yeah.
But he does, yeah. So I'm, but I mean, like if his 162 game average out of that is a 2.8 WAR and a 3.3 D WAR. So I was a little bit low on the D WAR part, but I mean that is that's an effective player.
Yeah.
That's someone that you got to have out
I
there
think
all the
so. Like
time.
even if he is kind of an automatic out at times, like you're just like, fuck it. He saves that many runs in center field. Yeah, he's fucking incredible defensively. But like you see some flashes where like, all right, this like he hits some tanks. He hit one 471 feet the other day.
471. Chandler Sims. I mean, he's. I mean, I always kind of forget that he's kind of a big. He's a big dude.
Yeah, he's built kind of. He's kind of built like he's 6'4", 220. But he's like a Steve Atwater in center field.
Yeah, that's a big man.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because like I kind of think of him as like the kind of opposite side of the coin of Chandler Simpson.
Yeah.
Is kind of they're both speed demons, but one's really good offensively and one's really good defensively.
Yeah.
But they're 50 pounds difference.
Yeah.
Chandler Simpson's 5'10" or 5'11", 170, and you got 6'4" and 220.
6'4", 220, and also just incredibly agile too. Like the way he climbs a wall to rob a home run is fucking crazy. Like they call him Spider-Man for a reason. I mean, he's good lord, he's incredible to watch.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so like I'm looking at monthly splits for him, and like plate appearances are heavy in June, but he's going from 160 batting average in May to 211 to 267 in July. I mean, that's only 19 plate appearances in July, opposed to 81 and 26 in June and May. But he's getting better.
Yeah, and he hit a tank off of one Tarek fucking Skubal, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah, I was there for that.
It was a fluke, but we'll fucking take it. If you get a tank off of Skubal, you put that in your cap.
That's you guys put up 4 runs on Skubal on a man who's what is ERA is down to almost just over 2 right now, and yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah, it's I was really happy with that. I was like, oh shit, they put up 4 on Skubal, and then they kept him in, and he still got the win. It didn't matter. But yeah, it was Rooker and Clark that went deep, and like, all right, well, it was nice. Just like you drew a little blood, you made everybody realize that he is human, but he's still a human that happens to be the best fucking pitcher on the face of the earth right now.
Yeah, I mean, I was a little pissed about that, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, I'm kind of rooting for these. I kind of like these young guys.
They got one against one against the Tigers. They got one against the Yankees, and then they took the series against the Rays, who've been the hottest team in baseball to that point. And like, all right, like I don't have any expectations for the postseason for them, but pick up a series here and there, and don't get swept on the road. Like, don't get swept any time. That's good.
Well, I'm talking about last week. Like, hey, they crawl back to 500, maybe even just a little bit below, and that's a solid.
Yeah,
that's a solid season. Maybe not a month and a half ago, but at the beginning of the season, if you told them that they're going to go even, people would be happy. Especially having 2 guys that are going to get one who's certainly going to win Rookie of the Year, and another guy is going to get some votes at least. Like, that's amazing.
Well, and you got 2 guys in the All-Star game. Like they gave Rooker the nod as an alternate or as a reserve, and like, hell yeah, good on Rooker. Like he's been coming on here lately, playing a little bit of outfield here and there, but like hitting the cover off the ball here lately.
He had a home run today.
Yeah. They kicked the shit out of the Braves today.
Butler had 2 home runs. Lead off inside the Parker.
Oh fuck! I didn't see that. I didn't get to watch any of the game. But I saw that Kurtz had a. Well, I guess I tuned in in the 6th. But Kurtz had a grand slam. That's nice. It's finally like hit
Butler had a second one.
Fuck yeah!
Also, let's go.
Yeah, I like Butler. Like he had a pretty decent case to be in the All-Star voting. Didn't get there obviously, but um, he started out pretty kind of shitty, but like he's really been coming on here lately, and it's it just my wife told me, she's like, I'm so glad that you picked a different team to watch, because like I've got the whole family involved watching the A's, and I was like, but they're kind of fucking fun to watch, you know. Like I don't want my kids to have to just grow up on shitty Rockies baseball, you know. Like we kind of grew up with them, but they weren't really shitty at the time. Like they were always kind
Honestly,
of,
they're like the A's right now.
yeah,
Bomb the fuck out of the ball and the pitching blows it.
yeah, yeah. And so you're like, but there seems to be like they're working towards being good, where the Rockies, that you don't get that impression at all from. So like I want my kids to love baseball, but I don't think they're gonna love the Rockies, and I don't blame them. So like we'll find something else. And now this is gonna be our hometown team. So like, fuck yeah, let's go. They're fun right now. They're fun as shit. So yeah, they get to 500. That'd be fucking excellent. And I honestly, it could happen. Figure out the pitching. I still think Severino goes at the trade deadline. He's not been great. I think he needs a change of scenery.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, it seems like he just doesn't like being in Sacramento, and
yeah,
that's unfortunate for you guys. But maybe it's really good for the Tigers if we can pick him off you for
I would
a reasonable price.
That's my best case scenario, because I like Severino. I love watching him pitch, but he's got just rocked the last couple times, and I think he's a good pitcher. I think he's probably a top 20 pitcher in the league, but he hasn't showed it. And if I had a choice, yeah, send him to Detroit. Like that, you guys need him. He'd probably excel there, and yeah, we'd probably get something for him.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's go through
I'll pull up the
standings
standings.
and yeah, maybe talk about some of the trade candidates here.
All right, so all right, in the West, Astros are 6.5 up on the Mariners. And then Angels, Rangers are 10 and 10.5 back. A's at 18 back. A's ain't catching the I don't think anybody's catching the Astros, honestly. Do you think the range or the Mariners have a chance of catching the Astros?
No, I mean, I want him to, but
I kind of do too. I don't like the Mariners, but if I had a choice, I want the Angels to keep just doing their thing. But they're not gonna do that. The Mariners.
I mean,
I don't buy them
right now.
Yeah, I can see him making the playoffs, but I don't think they're gonna take the division. I think the Astros weren't the Mariners 5.5 up on everybody just not that long ago. Yeah.
But I mean, right now, like Kirby would have to absolutely turn it back to what he's been doing.
We would have to continue what he's doing. Gilbert would have to get better.
Well, and like Rodriguez would have to step it up.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll get to it, but he shouldn't be an all-star.
I don't think so either. Yeah, and then there's only so much that Cal Raleigh can do.
Fuck, he hit a home run today.
Yeah, 36 now. Fuck yeah. Big Dumper for MVP. Like I want to see Big Dumper MVP. I want him to hit 63. I want to like in the like late into September. I want us to be watching every Cal Raleigh at bat.
Yeah, me too.
That'd
I'm so excited.
That'd be fucking dope. It'd be fucking dope. And he looks like he's gonna be on that track. So like I want it to happen.
Shit. I mean, if Judge keeps going, like he could be fighting for 63 too. Like, it could be a really fun. It could be a really fun end.
Fuck yeah, and it'd be like the you have an East Coast and a West Coast guy, and you got the like the stud, and then just like the John Kruk type of guy. I mean, the guy that's nicknamed Big Dumper. Like, it's setting up perfect. I hope it happens. I really do. But yeah, I don't. The Mariners are not known for going out and spending at the trade deadline, anyways. And
well, they got a Rosarina last year. Like that's not nothing.
That's true. That's true. Do you see them going out and doing anything?
They got one of the best farm systems. They've got a okay. They've got a better than average team.
Yeah,
they should make a move. Now I know the how their owner works, and he's kind of what. So it's funny. He kind of wants to. I think he's really thrifty with his money, and that's probably a good thing sometimes. But now is the time to empty the tank and get
they need to have they need to have a Royals type GM right now. Where it's like, all right, we got we got a chance. Let's go try and get it.
Yeah, you don't need to be like Mike Ilitch from the Tigers, 10 to 15 years ago, where you just go empty the entire farm system to go get some people. Just make a couple moves.
Right. Well, I mean, like with that pitching staff, like you don't need a ton of offense, but you need some. Obviously, it's shown you need some, and your catcher can't be your only guy. That's the thing. Is like he can't. I mean, Rosarena has been okay here lately, but other than that, I mean, it's just been Cal Raleigh just dragging you, somewhere close to the division race. Like that's kind of been it. The Angels are kind of fun. They're like, do you know anybody on their roster outside of Trout?
Adele.
Adele's been good. Neto, honestly, Neto is kind of a low key a snub for the All-Star game. Neto's been pretty, like, really good actually this year. But I only know that because I watched them play against the A's. So if they were in a different division, I wouldn't have any idea who was on that team besides Trout.
Yeah, I mean, Adele had probably one of the best months of any Angel ever.
Yeah, he was raking. And honestly, when Soriano is on, he's unhittable. But when he's on, he's pretty, he's pretty hit or miss. But yeah, when he's on, dude's fucking dealing.
I mean, Kikuchi's an all-star.
Yeah, Kikuchi's and I actually I don't. I think it would have had to been between him and like Neto to make the the Angels all-star pick, because I don't think they didn't have any others, did they? Just Kikuchi.
Well, Trout was a finalist. Did he not make it?
I don't think so. All right, I'll pull it up. We had no, it was Buxton, Quan, Julio Rodriguez on the reserves, and then
Nope.
Judge,
Jamaica.
Riley Green, and Javi Baez starting. So,
Yeah, I mean,
uh,
honestly, I don't think he deserved it this year. Like, I mean, I love Trout, but I don't want him in there just because everyone loves Trout. Like,
no, same.
you should earn your way in.
No, honestly, I think shortstop was crowded, but Neto was was solid.
I mean, he's probably the fourth shortstop, though. Honestly,
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. So, like I said, it's a crowded field, but he was probably their best player. There's so far. Adele was good, but also like he's in a crowded field. I guess it's all crowded field when it comes to shortstop, or I mean to All Star game. But I don't know, but I was glad to see Buxton make it. Quan, Quan's kind of whatever. Julio, I don't. Yeah,
Plus having a fine year.
he's fine. I don't hate it, but if he got snubbed, I wouldn't hate it either.
I mean, did Pena make it?
I think so. Yeah, Pena made it as a reserve.
Okay.
Reserves were so starters was Cal Raleigh, Vlad Jr. at first, Gleyber Torres at second, Jose Ramirez at third, Jacob Wilson at shortstop, Judge, Riley Green, and Javi Baez in the outfield, and Ryan O'Hearn at DH. Reserves was Alejandro Kirk, short little Mexican name with a white last name. He's such a weird looking fella. Like he's one of those like redheaded Mexicans, but he also kind of light skinned. Him so Jonathan Aranda's having a great year at Tampa Bay.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Bregman, Jazz Chisholm, Brandon Lau, Jeremy Pena, and Bobby Witt, and Junior Caminero at infield. Buxton, Stephen Kwan, Julio Rodriguez in outfield, and Brent Rooker at DH. Glad to see Rooker there. Starting pitchers: Hunter Brown, Chris Bubich, Garrett Crochet, Jacob DeGrom, Max Fried, Yusei Kikuchi, Tarek Skubal, Shane Smith, and Brian Wu. So we got Kikuchi and Smith as the lone representatives of their team. Is there anybody else? And
no. Yeah. Never mind. Keep going.
And relief pitchers, we got Aroldis Chapman, Josh Hader, and Andres Munoz. Munoz is dirty good. I know Aroldis is still throwing heat, but what has he done this season so far?
I mean, I think he's still good. I mean, not as good as he has.
Well, also,
I mean, I think he's probably as good as he's been in 5 or 6 years.
I think he's probably really good, but
he's
on Boston though.
He's got a 1.25 ERA, 0.778 WHIP. Like he's throwing the ball.
Yeah. How many saves does he have?
15.
15. All right, not bad. So I wasn't saying that to talk any shade on Aroldis. I think he's still dealing, but it's kind of like a Mason Miller situation where, like, how often is he actually getting to pitch?
Yeah, I mean
But
he's at 36 innings, so it's a little bit low, but
yeah,
for
but
like a true closer, it's not crazy.
not crazy. But also like, yeah, the Red Sox just haven't. I mean, they've been kind of picking it up here lately, but they weren't very good there for quite a while. So National League, we got Will Smith at catcher, Freddie Freeman at first base, Ketel Marte at second, Manny Machado at third, Francisco Lindor at short, Ronald Acuna Jr., Pete Crow Armstrong, and Kyle Tucker in the outfield, and obviously Shohei at designated hitter. Reserves, we got Hunter Goodman from your Colorado Rockies, catcher, Pete Alonso, Ellie De La Cruz, Brendan Donovan, Matt Olson, and Gino Suarez at infield. Corbin Carroll, Kyle Stowers, Fernando Tatis Jr., James Wood, and at outfield, and then Kyle Schwarber at DH.
I'm really glad they put Wood in. He deserves it.
I am too.
I would
He's
have been pissed if he got left off. I mean, he's having
yeah,
such a good season.
having a great year.
Yeah.
And starting pitchers, we got Matthew Boyd from the Cubs, Mackenzie Gore from the Nationals. So it was good to see the Nationals get two on the roster. Kind of feel it's like kindred spirits with the A's. We got two. Like, we're not good, a good team, but we got two All-Stars. Clayton Kershaw is the legend pick for the Dodgers. Freddie Peralta from the Brewers. Robbie Ray from the Giants, Chris Sale from the Braves, Paul Skeens from the Pirates, Logan Webb, who is absolutely filthy. That guy is so good right now from the Giants. Zach Wheeler, also really fucking good for the Phillies. Yoshinobu Yamamoto from the Dodgers. That guy is... he's kind of hit or miss, but it's not a coin flip. It's like 1 out of every 5 where Yamamoto gets dinged up a little bit. Like, I wouldn't say he shits the bed or anything, but he'll give up maybe 4-5 runs here and there.
Yeah, I mean, it happens, but with that offense, like it's not the worst
it doesn't
thing.
matter.
Right?
Doesn't matter. And then Andrew Abbott has been fucking excellent for the Reds. Honestly, is he still at a sub 2? I guess I can look.
I don't think he is anymore.
He's at a 2.15.
That's still really good, really damn good.
Still really fucking good. He's at 83.2 innings pitched, 78 strikeouts, 1.09 whip. Pretty goddamn good. Pretty good.
All right, so a couple things about some of those guys you named off. Kershaw got 3,000 strikeouts this week.
Oh yeah. Congrats to Clayton Kershaw. Like, I hate the Dodgers. Always have. Always will.
I love Clayton Kershaw though. I mean,
he's a fucking dog. I as much as I like to see the Dodgers wilt in the postseason, I wish it wouldn't have been on the back of Kershaw. Like, I wish I wish he would have been the guy that was dealing and everybody else sucked. But
he's been so good for such a long time. And this year's a bit of an aberration. His first year since the year he got called up, that he's over a 3 ERA.
But if you look at his last like 3 or 4 starts,
pretty good.
Yeah, like he got rocked the first couple starts, and it's steadily declining on that ERA, and he just seems like a great guy. Like I don't know. I find it hard to hate that guy. Like a lot of the Dodgers, I hate the Dodgers, but I like a lot of those. I like a lot of their players, and I like Clayton Kershaw, and good for him. 3,000 strikeouts is crazy, and he's like one of 4 guys ever to do it with the same team. So like, hats off to him.
I think one of 3 ever for the same team. Bob Gibson.
It might be one of 3. Yeah, it's
Bob Gibson
like
was
that.
one. And I forget the other one. He's one of 4 lefties.
Yep.
And he's he's extremely good.
He's like
his curveball is
devastating. Devastating.
Yeah, I mean that's Cooperstown curveball. I mean that is amazing. It's been good for such a long time, and he's also lost quite a bit off his fastball. He's been able to adapt so well.
Yeah,
adding in like a slider.
Well, he's a lot like DeGrom in that way, where he's like, man, if he would have been healthy the whole time, what could he have done?
Well, yeah, I mean, exactly. So it took him 6 seasons, including his half of his first season, to make it to 1,000 strikeouts. It took him another 4 to get to 2,000, and then it took 8 to get to 3,000.
Yeah,
and he's not that old. Like, so yeah, you think if he stayed healthy from 28 to 32, similar pace, I mean, he could be at 3,500 strikeouts easy right now.
Oh yeah.
If he wasn't, he's been 100 to 120 innings like the last 4 or 5 seasons. If he was running higher, like it'd be so. If he was as healthy as he was, earlier in his career, he'd easily be at 3,500 now, if not like pushing 4,000.
What?
But I mean, but that's how you get to those high numbers. There's a lot of good guys that are really good for a little bit.
Yeah, like
but endurance.
Take Tim Lincecum or something like that.
Yeah,
where he was lights out for a short amount of time. Does that make him Hall of Fame? For that stretch, maybe, but overall, probably not. And it's I don't know. It's just kind of how it is. And Kershaw, it makes you wonder. Like, this is probably his last season, ain't it?
Could be. I mean, which makes that all-star selection even more. Just a little extra feather in the cap for him.
Yeah.
Go out on a high note, kind of like they did for Pujols and Miggy.
Yeah. Mariano, too.
Well, Mariano was still pretty good his last year.
That's true.
But they did kind of,
I kind of like that Cutter didn't really cut less ever.
Yeah. Well, he's never a big velocity guy.
No, it was always the Cutter.
Cutter.
I'm gonna break your fucking bat every time.
So another thing that with some of the selections, Manny Ramirez got to 2,000 hits.
Machado, yeah.
Sorry, Manny Machado. Yeah. Manny Machado got to 2,000 hits.
And 2001 was a home run, too.
Yes, it was.
I was watching that. I didn't see the 2000th hit, but I saw the 2001.
And I saw both of those. It was pretty good. It's kind of interesting. He's kind of right in between ages of Mike Trout and Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
So essentially their first years is all the same. He's got more hits than both of them.
Well, and he stays on the field though. Like, for the most part, right? Or am I wrong on that?
No, he does. Yes, he does.
Yeah.
He's on the
And
field, and he maybe doesn't have the peaks that those two guys have, um, but he doesn't really have any slumps.
yeah, so like he may not hit 200 one month, but he also might not hit 400 the next month, but he'll just hit 285 all the time. And
Yeah,
then
exactly.
he'll have he may not have, 10, 15 homers in a month, but he'll have 7 or 8 every month.
Yeah, I mean Harper's got 2 MVPs, but Machado's got he's got more home runs and more hits.
And I like Harper more than I like Machado, and I know we're vice versa on that, but I gotta give it to him. Like Manny's, I like if I had to pick a guy for fantasy foot or fantasy baseball, I'll take Manny. I
Well, and even I mean, even more so on my team. He's not quite as much of a defensive god as what he his first few years, but
he's still got a fucking hose.
yeah, he does. I mean, just an absolute cannon over there, and like one of the closest guys to like at his peak at least to Nolan Arenado.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean,
Oh, like
both those guys, like, yeah, match
well,
happening. Like those three, like are
yeah.
elite at third base defense.
Well, it's kind of like we talked about Denzel Clark a lot because he's fucking incredible young, just gifted talent, but also he plays center field like not many people that I've seen. Like he just reads the ball so well. And Manny's the same way at third. Like he's the same way with Nolan. He was always there. Always there.
I mean, that like 2-step like dive into foul territory to grab a ball and just rocket it back to first. There's no one better than those guys.
No, and it's same way like where I was telling you where you think something's gonna fall in the alley and get to the wall, and no, Clark's waiting on it. You're like, fuck. He just like not only is he fast, but he read that ball so well. And yeah, it's the same thing. Like where, yeah, they know where the ball's at. They just know.
And I mean, absolute cannon from all. Like,
Yeah,
I saw Manny like
that
launch one from his knees to first. Or like, Jesus, like
yeah, and it was at like 102 miles. Yeah,
it's like shit come like on that. Now. Like
it's ridiculous.
And it's kind of interesting. Like it seems like they've been, all three of those. Harper, Trout, and Machado seem like they've been around forever. They're 33. Like,
yeah,
they're probably
they're younger than both of us.
They're probably yeah. They're probably on the downside of the curve, but it ain't. It's not as like Judge is just as old. He just started when he was 25 instead of 18, 19. Yeah. They got some playing time left in them.
Oh yeah, there's a little bit of meat left on that bone for sure. So then I guess to round out the relief pitchers, we had Jason Adam from the Padres. He's basically all breaking balls, isn't he?
Yeah, he's good. He's good.
Yeah. Edwin Diaz. That's just kind of a New York vote, isn't it? Like he's fine, but
I thought he was having an okay season. Is it not that good?
I'm not for sure. I don't think it's bad. but I don't know.
He's at a 1.8 whip, 0.914, or sorry, 0.914 whip,
Okay, yeah, all right, fair
1.8
enough.
ERA. He's
Yeah,
18 saves. He's doing good. He's doing good.
he's good. He's
He's
good. All
back
right.
to he's back to his old self.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, he's doing fine. Randy Rodriguez for the Giants is fucking gross. Got to watch him pitch here over the 4th of July weekend, and we got one against the Giants, not against Webb, and not against Birdsong, but that Randy Rodriguez is fucking gross. Robert Suarez is also fucking gross.
So it's funny. I got a good friend who's a huge Padres fan, and she we'll text back and forth when they're playing. But she like freaks out every single time that Suarez comes out. And I think it's because he does blow a few games, but he puts some people on too. But he's also leading the league in saves, so
Yeah.
He's got some nasty stuff, but he will give a couple up.
Yeah, for sure. All right. We didn't get all the way through standings, did we?
No, we didn't. Before we get there, do you want to talk maybe about a couple snubs?
Yeah. So I don't even know if I'd call it a snub. Just based on so every team has to get a representative at the All-Star game. So like we got Hunter Goodman for the Rockies, Shane Smith for the White Sox, and then Kyle Stowers for the Marlins. And don't get me wrong, Stowers has been excellent, but Juan Soto is left off the All-Star roster.
Yeah, I think he's probably my first step for snubs. It's crazy that he's not there.
It is, but also it's kind of like it's like a perfect storm where they I don't know.
He's got over a 900 OPS. Julio Rodriguez sub 700.
Who else? Oh, and then Cal. Yeah, so you got Cal Raleigh. Like you don't have to put
plus Brandon Wu and they got three on Seattle.
Yeah, so you got Raleigh, Brian Wu, and yeah, like you don't need Julio out there.
And Munoz.
And so they got 4, huh?
No, three.
Raleigh, Wu, Munoz, and Rodriguez.
Yeah.
So they got 4.
Fuck, who's the 4?
Rodriguez,
Wu.
Munoz, and Raleigh.
Yeah, you're right. I have 4. That's crazy. Okay, so yeah, they don't need Rodriguez there.
Yeah, Soto should have made it over Rodriguez easily.
Yeah, and I mean Soto, yes. Another. I mean, honestly, Randy Rosarina is better than.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
And then
we're going on the same team for sure.
Yeah, we're leaving off Joe Adell too.
Joe Adell. Who else?
Well, George Springer isn't eligible for outfield.
Yeah, George Springer's been on a fucking tear here lately.
He's 35. Okay, I didn't think he would ever have another good season like this again.
No, and he's. I wouldn't say he's single-handedly, but he's been a big part of, your first place Toronto Blue Jays in the AL East.
Oh yeah,
Like that's one where like I I don't know that we were sleeping on them, but I didn't think anybody was going to catch the Yankees,
nope.
and well, the A's dropped 4 to them. That kind of got them on a hot streak. So you're welcome, Canada. You're welcome. But yeah, the Toronto Blue Jays are now 3.5 games up on the New York Yankees, which is 3.5 games. That's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Do they keep that up? You think? I don't. I can't see how they keep it up, but
I think they need to get a pitcher really bad.
I think so too. But that obviously makes them buyers at the deadline, don't it?
Yeah. They're buying.
So are they in the sweepstakes for Severino? Is
Probably.
Severino getting dealt? You think?
I think he is.
I think so too. Honestly,
because it kind of seems like the management doesn't really like him. He don't want to be there.
Well, and you look at like they brought up a lot of young guys, and so they got like JT Ginn and Jack Perkins. Jack Perkins was a starter in AAA, and they put him in the long reliever role.
Yeah, I mean, if they bring him up, like they're dump. Yeah, they're clearly dumping the season. Like, but because he's still probably their best pitcher, right? Well,
I think so. Yeah,
maybe,
like soup to nuts. Yeah, like you're giving the ball to Severino. I think I would.
I probably would too.
I think Lopez has been awesome. I think Springs has been pretty dirty good here lately. Sears has overall over the whole season has been the best pitcher, but it's been front loaded. Last couple starts, last one was okay. I think it was pretty good actually. But honestly, if you give me who am I giving the ball to, I'll give it to Severino. And that's with all the bad starts. I still think Severino is the best guy.
Yeah, you're probably right. I mean, yes, Sears has been good, but maybe a little bit erratic. Springs probably has the best ERA, but
but
I don't know if I trust him. Like
he was pretty bad early on. He's been pretty okay here lately, but I still like if when Springs goes out there, I'm just like, I don't know if I trust the money line. I'll go +1.5.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough.
Severino, I think he. Yeah, I think he's still a valuable trade chip. Like we talked about it last week with his contract. Like he's making good money for sure, but it's not terrible.
I think I forget it was a player option or a team option.
Player option, I think. For 28, and that was
I mean, if he goes
like
somewhere,
25 million.
Yeah, if he that's not a crazy player option. And if he goes out and like kills it, he's triggering that option, or he's getting out. He's leaving.
Yeah, for sure. And
if he has a great second half with the playoff team, decent run in the playoffs. Like he's gone.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be that bad, and they could probably get like a maybe very low end.
I'd
top
say
100.
Who are the Tigers giving a? Who are you giving us, buddy? Who are you giving us?
Jose Risueño.
How is he?
Good, but he's 2 years out.
Fair enough. We'll probably take him.
Catcher first base.
We'll probably take him. The A's are pretty good on their on that end of things. They're pretty solid. But all that being said, this is Luis Severino's the most that they've ever paid anybody. So, yeah, we'll see. I think he's gone at the deadline though. If I had to guess, I think him and Duhar are probably gone.
Yeah, I mean Andujar, like
he doesn't
got to
fit.
at least give depth to any team.
Oh yeah, he's a great player, but he doesn't fit the A's. The other day they had outside of Rooker and Langoliers, all everybody except a pitcher was drafted by the A's. So they had Kurtz at first, Geloff at second, Wilson at short, Max Muncy at third. Who else? They had Clark in center, Butler in right, and
Soderstrom.
Oh yeah, Soderstrom in left. So yeah, 8 of the 9, or I guess 7 of the 8 of the 10 hitters were 7 of the 8 of the 9 hitters. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see Andujar fitting into that equation. And I don't really see Severino fitting into that equation when they go to Vegas. Maybe, but I don't think so. I think he's probably gone.
Yeah.
All right. So NL East, we got the Blue Jays, Yankees. Yankees and the Rays. Oh, I guess the Rays have dropped off a little bit.
Yeah, we're doing a little damage on them.
Oh, that's right. You guys are playing them, huh? You took 2.
I got 2 more against them, I think.
So the Blue Jays, though, they're 3.5 up on the Yankees. Last week they were a game and a half back, I think, weren't they?
Maybe half game. Yeah, it was close.
Yeah, it was something like that. They were,
because I remember Wednesday I texted you guys about them losing for first
place. Yeah, the Yankees. The June swoon was a big thing for them. They sucked. Red Sox. The Red Sox have kind of come on a little bit.
Rockies have had a better past 20 games than the Yankees.
Yeah. Who was it was the Yankees and the Dodgers had a worse record than the Rockies and the White Sox in it was a short stretch, obviously, but I guess it was the start of June. Yeah, the Rockies they're 21 wins now, but
we ain't gonna get our 130.
I know they got to stop that shit. Stop that bullshit. You think the Red Sox make a run at all down the stretch?
Dude, I mean, honestly, with like so much turmoil, I could just say that they're not, because
I mean
the only thing I can see is like there's some talk about dealing Bregman.
Yeah, because he's got a player option next year, right?
He does.
But honestly, if you look at the AL East here lately,
it's open for him.
Yeah, I think it's not a foregone conclusion that they're out. They got Garrett Crochet and Brian Bayo. I mean, they're not bad. They're not bad at times.
Yeah, I mean, like they're they're not that far out of a wild card.
I don't think so either. I don't think so either. Orioles obviously suck still. Tigers running away with that division. Does the Central send a second team? That's the question now. The Royals are
No
kind of
fucking
on
way
a.
unless something seriously changes. Which
Yeah,
I think everyone should be sellers.
I think so too. Honestly, uh, like who does the Royals sell? Do they sell Lugo?
No, I think he's still got some team control.
Oh, okay. Um, Cleveland, man, they fell off a fucking cliff. Like they, they were right up there battling for first or for the second place for there for a while, but man, uh
So I take it back. Lugo Lugo has the rest of this year and next year.
okay.
You'd have to give him quite a bit for him, but
Yeah, he because he's a stud.
but they don't extend people, so he's expendable if they don't think they're going to make a push.
Okay.
But they won't. They're not going to send him to the Tigers.
No, I wouldn't think so.
Not they don't want to see him in a division for another year and a half.
I wouldn't think so.
But yeah, he's expendable. Yeah.
All right. So all right. Who ends up second place in the Central? I think you're right at this point.
I mean, I think it's probably Cleveland.
You think so?
Just because they kind of always figure out a way to like figure out some random shit to
That's
pull out some
true.
wins.
That's true. I don't buy the Twins. The Royals could make it interesting. So they're four games back from the wild card, and that might just be a homer pick on my part, but yeah, I don't know. I don't. Man, the Tigers really ran away with that division.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see anything else really going down there. Maybe the Royals make a run for the wild card, but
I mean the Twins could too.
they could. I don't buy them though. I don't buy them, and honestly though, if I had to put money on it, I'd say Cleveland would be the second team out of the Central. Just based on what they do, like they always seem to be right in there.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so NL East, the Mets are back on top by 2.5 games. Wasn't it last week the Phillies were up 2 games?
They're tied. Phillies.
Oh yeah, oh shit, you're right. Harper's back, isn't he?
Yes.
I think so. Marlins are back at the third place for 2 weeks in a row. Nationals bringing it down.
I mean, the Braves could be sellers here.
They seems like they got some pieces to sell.
I'm looking at contracts right now. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I mean, Sale would take he has to pay Sale a ton of money. Ozuna's on an expiring contract.
Okay.
Rizzo Iglesias is on an expiring contract. Yeah, Sales. There's a team option for 26.
Okay.
So he could go. Um, I don't know. I mean, if there's several guys. I mean, Albies uh, this year, next year, and he's free agent, or that he's got a team option for 27. So that might be hard. But yeah, there's a couple guys. There's a couple guys that they could trade away. Although I kind of don't think they do.
Yeah, it seems
Except
like
for Ozuna, like I don't think anything will happen.
Ozuna seems like the most likely candidate, but
Yeah, Iglesias isn't having a great season, so I don't think that's going to happen. But Ozuna
yeah,
seems like a decent candidate.
yeah. How about the Nationals? They've got some pieces. Young guys. Are they going to trade them away, or are they going to build around them?
I think they're going to keep him around because they got quite a bit of team control. So having a little discussion on Instagram with a guy from Black Baseball Mixtape.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good podcast, but
Nice.
it was just about the Soto trade to Washington.
Because that was Mackenzie Gore, C.J. Abrams, and James Wood, right?
Yeah.
And it's pretty worked out pretty good for Washington.
It did, and I think the thing is like people kind of forget that like well, I mean, Josh Bell came back also to San Diego with Soto. Bell wasn't that good, but uh, the Padres got a year and a half of Soto, which they were able to beat the Dodgers in the playoff series. So I mean that's worth quite a bit there. But then they also traded Soto away and effectively got Michael King and Dylan Cease out of it. So they didn't get nothing. So I mean, I think that's one of those trades that worked out well for both teams.
Yeah, it seems like it worked out pretty well all the way down the road.
Yeah.
Have
Maybe
you
not for New York, but everyone else.
Right. Have you seen those memes of the fat baseball players?
Yeah.
Dude, the Dylan Cease one is my favorite. It's Dylan Grease. And it's not just the name, but the pose they had him in. I'm just like, it cracked me up so much. Dylan Grease. Maybe I'll make that the cover for this episode. Just Dylan Grease.
But yeah, I mean, I couldn't tell you if it's the Mets or the Phillies here.
I can't either.
It's no one else. No one else is even close. But,
no,
but I think both of them are going to be in the playoffs, and it's going to be. It probably comes down to like the last week or two between who's going to take the division.
I think the more interesting race is it going to be the Marlins or the Braves for that 3 spot?
I mean, if the Braves take the 4th, I don't want to be anyone in the East next year.
I don't either. But I think the Braves take 3.
I kind of want it to be, but I mean, I think
the Marlins are fun right now. But
Schwellenbach just got put on the 60-day.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about Schwellenbach.
So I mean, that hurt. Like that hurts.
I don't know. But I don't buy the Marlins either. So,
no, I don't either.
Do the Nationals end up in last place? I don't think they do.
I think they do.
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, I think they got some pieces, but not even close to.
They're not competitive by any means, but I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. All right. So when we got the Cubs, Brewers, Cardinals. The Brewers are 2.5 games out. Cardinals are 5.5. The Reds at 8.5, and then the Pirates back 17.
So the Pirates are sellers.
Yeah.
So all right, we'll take this with a grain of salt. Let's go to my local liquor store and go grab some beer. There's quite a few people like in baseball that live pretty close to me, and go to that liquor store. So Danny gets some inside information every once in a while, and I don't trust it like half the time, but sometimes he's right. But he said someone from the Tigers was in and was talking about they're putting together a package with Pittsburgh for Skeens.
I don't buy it.
I don't
buy
either.
it.
I don't either. And I told him there's no way it's not happening. That'd be insane.
This reminds me of the first time I went to Coors Field. It was a Dog Days of Summer game. Nobody was there, and we just slowly made our way closer to the outfield wall. And there was an old black man who was drunk off his ass, yelling at Larry Walker the whole game. Hey, Larry, I'll pick you up after the game in the limo. Larry, we're gonna go get some bitches. And that's what that feels like. Yeah. I don't believe it.
I don't either. I don't either.
That would be awesome. Yeah, that would be incredible.
We'd have to dump our farm system for him.
Oh, you would have to give up everything. So I don't believe it, but
I don't even want it to. I honestly don't even want it to happen, just because of what we'd have to give up for him.
Oh yeah, you would wreck your team for a long, good while. But
yeah, if Ilitch was still alive and Nebraska was still around, maybe it happens. But
I don't see it. I don't think so
either. But I think they're sellers.
I think so too. Mitch Keller, I think, is gone, but Skeens ain't going anywhere.
I think O'Neal Cruz is gone.
You think so?
I think he wants out badly.
I think he does want out. Where do you think he goes?
I don't know. I mean, I think he. I mean, well, he doesn't have any opt out, or he doesn't have any opt out clauses. But I think someone would only take him if they had a shortstop spot for him, which probably is. Yeah, that's a hard. There's a lot of good shortstops out there, so I don't know who is a contender and needs a shortstop.
Yeah,
Seattle, but they won't do it.
No, not a
and
chance.
he's got 3 more years of team control. So I mean, you have to give up a lot. Seattle has a lot, but I don't think they'll do it.
No, I don't think so either. On that same note, though, O'Neal Cruz is going to do the home run derby, which is fucking awesome.
Fuck yes, I love it.
Fuck yeah. So we got Ronald Acuna Jr.
Hang on, let's finish out. Let's finish out the West real quick.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Where are we at? Okay. All right. The West. Dodgers are 5 games up. The Giants have the Giants are Seattle of the National League.
Yeah, they're pushing. And I think the Padres are kind of trying a little bit.
Yeah, but
I could see them both making a wild card.
I could too.
But I don't think they'll catch the Dodgers because the Dodgers are just going to keep getting more healthy.
Does Devers pick up, because he's been kind of ass since he went to San Francisco, right?
He has been. I just saw that he skipped a first base workout.
Oh fuck!
Yesterday. So that's funny. I kind of love it. This is kind of funny.
I kind of do too. Like, yeah. I kind of want to hate it, but also I kind of love it.
Also, I mean, I get why he didn't make an All-Star because he switched leagues, but
yeah,
he's probably a good snub.
Yeah. Also, he probably should have made it. Like,
yeah,
because if he would have been on the Red Sox at the time, yeah. Who else? Who else is going to be? I mean, Rooker would have got bumped out.
Cal Riley.
Yeah.
And then Rooker's is yeah. But I think Rooker's probably better than him. But either way, I think he probably should have stuck it there somehow. But
so the Giants, they're just gonna have to smother everybody by pitching, I think. Like they're not gonna. They don't have a whole lot of offense, honestly, and that's including Devers. And maybe he turns it around and starts lighting it up like he did in Boston. But also, what else do they have?
Nothing. And I think it's so hard to get people to go there because it's such a pitcher friendly park.
Yeah, I mean it's a fucking black hole if you're a hitter. The Padres, I don't. It's like the Chargers. You just like you can't trust them. They look good, and then they don't.
Yeah, I mean they obviously got a bunch of pieces there. Yu Darvish is pretty old, but he still eats up innings.
Yeah,
he just came back off a DL, and then I think they're getting another pitcher back within a week or two, so it makes him quite a bit better.
How's Pivetta kind of fell off a little bit, but he's been dealing here lately, right?
He's been all right.
Yeah. And Michael King's hurt, so.
I think maybe Michael King is coming back soon.
Oh, is he? All right. Well, that's something. Like, because he was dealing. But he was also kind of one of those guys that could get lit up pretty easily.
Yeah, I mean he's got a 2.59 ERA on the season. Like, I'll take it.
Yeah, like, but he's also been one of those. Yeah. He'd like have a couple.
One bad game and then like 3 great games.
Yeah. But when he gets hit, he gets hit hard. It seems like. But yeah, no, like I'll take that guy. I don't care. I'll take that third outing. Fuck it. Diamondbacks, are they gonna do it? I don't. Seems like time's ran out for them.
No, it's done.
It
was done the second.
Burns was gone.
Burns.
Yeah. I feel the same way. Is Corbin Carroll on the trade?
No, he's got 4 more years of team control.
Oh, okay.
3 more years.
Okay.
But no, the cost would be so crazy. No one was going to do it. It'd be great, but I don't think they even should, because that team is close enough that they shouldn't give up their best offensive player. Eugenio Suarez though might be.
Yeah, Gino could go for sure.
Just real quick before I forget, before we get off the Central, but Jacob Misiorowski, whatever.
Oh yeah, for the Brewers, yeah, Misiorowski, yeah.
12 Ks, I think 1 earned run on the day. Like,
today? Fuck, I didn't see that one. Yeah, because he's been he outdueled Skeens, and then he got roughed up a little bit. But 12 Ks, fuck.
Yeah.
How many innings did he go?
7.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Was that 1.5 Ks per 9?
Yeah,
God
it's
damn,
pretty damn good. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yep.
And he's isn't he like 6'10", throwing 102?
He's tall. He's really tall.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. It's a wonder that anybody gets a hit ever.
Seriously.
It really is. Like, and so I was showing my wife, and my wife's not a baseball person at all, but I was looking at a reel, and I was like, oh, good God. That is one of those pitching ninja ones where it has the overlay, and you're just like, oh, Jesus, how does anybody get a hit? And then and my wife was like, what are you even talking about? And then I showed her that, and she's like, oh, it did that. I was like, yeah, it did that. And she's like, how fast was it? I was like, it was like 98. And she's like, oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why they get paid millions of dollars.
Absolutely. All right.
Ridiculous.
Let's take a quick break and then go to the
yes.
home run derby.
Yes. Sounds good. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. All right, so home run derby, I thought was awesome. Ronald Acuna Jr. So I know he's a slugger, but how is he gonna do in the Derby?
I think he'd be fine. I mean, yeah, you see the current home run total only at 9 right now, but he's only been back for like a month. Like,
Right. Well, he's been hitting the cover off the
yeah,
ball.
and he kind of always does. He's got a lot of power. He's got a lot of
Well,
power.
and also the Braves are pretty much out of it. So yeah, might as well just go pimp some home runs.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, yeah, he's a pretty stocky dude. Like he's not as big as some of these guys, but he's got clear pop.
Well, and he's one of those guys where I mean, if he's hitting a bunch of dingers, that's just good for Major League Baseball. So
It is. I mean, he's one of my favorite players to watch, and because he pimps home runs and he
yeah,
is flashy. He's fun to watch. Um, and they kind of had, I think it's just maybe a couple years ago that they had like the let the kids play with like
yeah.
Griffey and like some of the younger, flashier guys now. It's like a
Well,
perfect like next generation of
I'd say he kind of is like this generation's Griffey, like
yeah
because King Griffey Jr. was like, I mean that there was others for sure, but like it was King Griffey Jr. that made us all fans of baseball. It's like King Griffey Jr. and Sandlot that made our generation fans of baseball, and it seems like Ronald Acuna is kind of like this generation's Griffey.
yeah. I mean, yeah, super high energy guy at every aspect of the baseball. I mean, steals baseball, steals bags, uh, good defender, crushes the ball.
Yeah. So good on, and he was one of the first ones to declare. Let's see. Then we got Cal Raleigh, obviously big dumper. Good on him. I hope he hits the fuck out of the ball.
I do too, and I really hope it doesn't screw up his swing for the rest
Same
of the year.
here. I was just gonna say that too. Like I want him to win the Derby and then hit 64 home runs.
Yeah, so I just saw something about Cal this year. So he uses a torpedo bat.
Oh, okay.
Um, and like switched to it. I think this like the beginning of this year. And he's a switch hitter and kind of started out hitting only from one side and then switched to both sides. And now he just eats up pitchers on both sides of the plate, crushes the ball. He's a fun guy to watch. I don't know who doesn't want. I don't know who doesn't want to like the leader in home runs out there.
For real. I mean, so on that same note, though, you remember how big of a topic the torpedo bat was the first week of the season?
Yeah.
If Big Dumper wins the home run derby with the torpedo bat, we got to hear about it for at least the next 3 years, probably, right?
I mean, yes, probably. I don't think it actually matters a ton, but yeah, you're probably right.
I don't think it mattered that first weekend either, because like the biggest thing
they
was
used
like,
it last year,
right? Well, and also like that first, it was the Yankees that made it the big thing, but Judge hit 3 home runs and none of them with a torpedo bat, but nobody said anything about that. It's all torpedo bat. So like if Cal Raleigh wins the Derby with a torpedo bat, I think 3 years minimum. We get something about the torpedo bat.
Yeah, probably, and maybe it causes more people to use it and it doesn't matter as quite as much, or like it matters even more because of that. Who knows?
It could be. It could be. And maybe it honestly is it's just that good. We don't know. But yeah, I'm rooting for Cal Raleigh. I want him to win the home run derby. I want him to break the AL home run records. James Wood. I'm rooting for James Wood a lot. Like I didn't know about this guy till early this season when you brought him to our attention, but this guy's a fucking stud.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've known about him since the Soto trade, and kind of followed him. Kind of he's been up for like, I think he was up a little bit last year. Yeah, he's up for like half the season last year, and like it's the ball hard, not, and then this year he's just absolutely crushing it.
Longest home run of 2025 is 451 feet. Hardest hit home run of 116.3. That's fucking smoked.
Yeah, and
smoked.
I mean, kind of. Well, I did mention it on Kyle Raleigh. Both of them were quite a bit bigger than Acuna.
Yeah.
Cal 6'2", 235. Wood
Cal's
is
longest one was 440. Hardest hit was 115.2. Acuna was
up a little bit.
He hit one 115.5. So like he's no slouch himself. 467, 115.5.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, so Cal's got about 30 pounds on him.
Yeah.
Wood's right up there, but he's 6'7". He's a big guy.
Big dude, but he's also pretty lean. Like he's
6'5", 235.
He's got an athletic build to him where Cal Raleigh does not have an athletic build to him. Like, don't get me wrong, Cal Raleigh's athletic as fuck, but he doesn't have that
ass.
Yeah, he's literally big dumper.
That's what all that weight's sitting.
Yeah,
James Woods is pretty.
When you're hitting dingers, that's where it needs to be.
Yeah, James Wood. I mean, it's funny. Like, man, he kind of. I mean, I know he's a huge human being, but he's young. He's 22, and he kind of. I would say he looks dopey, but he doesn't look like he doesn't look like a.
Right.
He doesn't even look. He doesn't look like he's like grown into his frame and size yet either.
No, and he is also like he doesn't. If you'd show Lawrence Butler's face on James Wood with the same stat line, like it would be believable. Like it would be more believable. Because James Wood,
he's kind of got a baby face.
Yeah, well, and he's just kind of nondescript. Where like Butler looks like a ball player. Like he looks like he's supposed to be that guy in the All-Star game, and James Woods just kind of he's more like I'm just gonna do my thing. You know,
he's got he's got long arm. He's long dude, long arms. Like, big frame. Like, sometimes you see some of these guys get a little bit tired. I don't think that's gonna happen for him.
I don't think so. I don't think so either. I'm really looking forward to James Wood in the home run derby. That's gonna be fun as fuck. And then we got? Oh yeah, Byron Buxton. That's gonna be a good one too. I
love this for Buxton so much. I mean, this is like one of those like what if guys for the last 10 years is like, what if he was just healthy for the whole season? Like, what would he do? He's finally healthy, and he's doing it.
Because when he's on the field, he's fucking amazing. It just like every time he gets hurt, you're just like, fuck, man, what the fuck if he wouldn't have got hurt, what would he be doing?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, like you think about it, like as like a big, well, certainly like a just incredible defense, but also like a lot of power, and
Yeah.
like, so he's only had up to now, he's only had one season over 20 home runs. He had 28 and 22. He's at 20 now.
Yeah. Oh,
yeah. I mean, he's 6'2", 190. Like he's got a decent frame on him, but he hits the ball so fucking hard.
Yeah. Well, he barrels it up every time. He just like, he's just one of those guys. Like he knows how to hit the fucking ball.
Yeah, and he's been around for such a long time. Like I think he, knows what like a home run swing is and won't have to adjust much. He's just gonna launch that ball.
Well, and also I don't think the Tigers are really in it. So yeah, fuck up your swing. Go hit some home runs.
Twins, you mean twins? Come on now. Yeah. Go back up. I want to see what his longest and exit velocity was.
All right. So 479.
479. That's a big home run.
That's a big home run. Hardest hit was 112.5. Also, very very hard. Awesome. I'm glad he's in it. Then we got O'Neal Cruz. Longest home. Guy. Yeah, giant dude.
Yeah.
463 is his longest home run. Hardest hit ever in the StatCast era. 122.9.
Absolutely crushed. I've seen that clip. Like that was absolutely crushed.
It was like a second and a half for it to get out of the stadium. It's hit so hard.
And he's a big dude too.
Giant dude.
He's 6'7". He's 240. I mean, not a ton. He's only got like 5 pounds on James Wood, but he seems like a little bit more into that like grown man strength.
Yeah,
like
I agree. He just everything power. About him screams grown man.
Yeah, just easy power. Like he's gonna hit that ball, and I don't think he's getting tired. He's lean dude at 240. Like he's gonna hit that ball a long ways, and I love it. I'm so excited.
I am too, and all right, so that's all we got so far. We were talking about it earlier, but I would love to see like a Kyle Schwarber. I'd love to see a Salvador Perez. Not necessarily for the full Derby, but also here's my thought. Is they should do from each league do a old head young buck duo, but only one from each league, and it'd be like Salvi and Bobby Witt from the American League.
So who do you do on the national?
See, I haven't.
I think Buck's quite old enough to be an old head like that.
I don't think so either, but maybe like Harper Schwarber, maybe. But Schwarber's not a young guy.
Yeah, Harper and Schwarber are probably pretty close to the same age.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, but I don't know.
I mean, I like the idea. You got to find someone a little bit.
I think so, and I don't know if it needs to be the same team, but yeah, that'd be cool. Though.
It's a fun idea.
I think so too. All right, so Also on the home run derby,
All right, so we talk about this. Like, all right, you want Salvi and Schwarber in there. You also mentioned, well, obviously, like Judge and Shohei, which I don't think either
yeah.
of them are going to do it, but that would be great. I saw Shohei in person in Colorado, the home run derby. It was amazing.
I bet that was fucking dope.
He hit one. He hit one up onto the party deck, about 20 feet away
That's
from
awesome.
us. It was like 520.
Fuck, dude.
Well,
That's
they didn't put the
awesome.
ball. They didn't put the balls in the humidor for it.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, they just
That's awesome.
those balls flew.
That's awesome.
Alonzo won it, and like Alonzo might win it again if you join. And I'm kind of glad that he kind of is bowed out. He's like, well,
I kind of
think
am too.
He's won 2 or 3 or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, give someone else a little bit of a chance. Because if he does it again, he's just going to win it again, I think.
I think so too. I think he's
the
most
power.
pure home run hitter there is. Like he's just, yeah. But I wouldn't hate if he did it again either. Like, yeah,
this is so fun watching him.
Oh, dude, the home run derby is it's the best.
I love it. I mean, I've been to 2 like All-Star weekends, one at Coors, one at in Seattle. And the home run derby was the best part of both of them, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. So I gotta ask you, what's your thoughts on all these new rules? Because hang
on real quick before I want to put my couple picks in for.
Okay, go ahead,
guys. Like I'd love to see Juan Soto in there.
Juan Soto would be great.
He's not making. I guess he's not making the All-Star team, but I'd love to see him there for All-Star weekend. That'd be a great way to get him there. Torkelson hits the ball. He's got a lot of power. Hits the ball hard. I'd love to see him there too.
Torque would be great. I think
I don't want him to screw up his swing.
Right. Yeah, so yeah. Well, no, and especially since you guys are like running away with that division. Yeah, like you don't want to fuck that up.
Yeah, Ellie De La Cruz turned down. That's too bad because I think
that is too bad. Well, and that's too bad because I don't think the Reds are going to be there. And I know I just want to see it happen because that's another giant dude that just knows how to get extended and put the barrel on the bat.
Yeah.
Or on the ball. But I'd love to see Nick Kurtz as well, or one of I said this in our text earlier, but either Caglione, Kurtz, or Roman Anthony, or all three. I don't care. Like,
I mean, I think Kurtz is the easy one because he actually has been hitting the ball.
I think so too.
Roman Anthony
but Roman Anthony's coming on here lately, and Caglione is. I actually haven't. He hasn't really been.
It's not good. He's hitting like 160, but he did hit another home run today.
All right. But we all know those guys can hit home runs.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, like even if all three of them, just more than anything, just to get some young blood in that competition. But I think Kurtz could fucking crush in the home run derby.
Definitely.
That dude is a fucking ball player. Like he's something else. I don't think Mr. Jeff Kurtz follows us yet, but he will. Don't worry. We're gonna get Mr. Jeff Kurtz on the show. I'm gonna message him just to be like, hey, come talk about Big Amish.
Yeah, Mr. Kurtz, come on the show. Talk about your kid. Hype him up.
I think he was a college pitcher back in the day too. I looked him up the other day, and
that'd be great.
Yeah, And I think his daughter is like a college softball player, maybe as well. So I could be wrong on that, but either way, I know that every time I post about Nick Kurtz, Mr. Jeff Kurtz always likes it. So he follows his boy, which is good. That dude's gonna be a star, I think. Nick Kurtz is something else. Like he just has to touch it a little bit, and it's gone.
All right, so you're talking about the um, new rules.
Oh right, yeah. So I was always a fan of just the like 10 strikes rule for whatever round it is. But now there's like a time limit, and which I don't hate it as much. Or I guess I don't hate it because I just like to see guys hit big home runs, but it seemed like back in the day that was the best method. It was just like 10 strikes, and gold balls worth 2 or whatever. But like if you missed, that was a strike, and then 10 strikes, you're done.
Yeah, I kind of like that one because sometimes some of these guys have like their professional BP throwers throwing, and they're throwing it right down the pike, or they're throwing it like high and inside, or like whatever you want, like every
Yeah.
single time. But some of these guys, like I mean, sometimes it works out. Like um, Granderson's dad like pitched for him and it was like amazing.
Yeah.
But sometimes like you get someone who's not used to it and doesn't always throw it in the right spot, and you're fouling off balls or you're taking pitches.
Yeah.
With the 10 strikes, you can let that ball go. It's
Yeah.
not 10 strikes, it's like 10 swings, right? Or 10,
Yeah.
10 misses, 10 misses.
Yeah.
So
10 misses.
If it's not where you want it, you can let it go, and you're not constricted by the time limit. So you don't have to just be like rifling them off. And honestly, like especially as someone who's been in person, they throw them so fast now. Like it's hard to tell. Like I think technically you're supposed to let them land before you throw your next pitch, but that doesn't always happen.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, well, I just watch one fly, and then the next one's already like halfway to the outfield.
Yeah, you wanna see it land, and
Yeah, I
then
want to see
go into
it.
the next one.
Yeah, so like it slows it down a little bit. So the new rule is what there's a time. Well, there's been a time limit, right?
Yeah, I think so. All right, let me pull that up. Because I'm pretty sure there's still like the 10 strikes rule. Um all right, new home run derby format. This was 2024 is when it was updated. Uh, uh 8-person single elimination, 3 rounds. Number 1 seed face knockout style, with any player needing to win 3 separate one-on-ones. Oh yeah, so it was like 40 pitches last year, I think. The first 2 rounds there'll be 3 minutes, and the final round will be 2 minutes. All right.
Yeah, so it's a time limit or a number of pitches.
Yeah.
So you get three. So in the first
Yeah.
rounds or first 2 rounds, you get either 3 minutes or 40 pitches, and then the final you get 2 minutes or 27 pitches.
Yeah.
And then you get a timeout and a bonus period if you hit the bonus balls, or if you hit a distance, right? 440.
Yeah, I think so. Like for so many past the distance, you get like was it like added on to
I
your
think 440. Yeah, you get like an extra 30 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the 10 strikes and you're out, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of like what we were talking about earlier, it slows it down. You get to watch these, moonshots.
Well, I mean, remember Josh Hamilton when he just fucking teed off so many times, and then like there was no time limit or whatever. It just like he just kept hitting them. Yeah, I don't like the time limit. It's it's one of the great things to come from any All-Star game. It's just like name something like that from the NFL All-Star game or the NBA All-Star game. There's just not.
Like, I mean, I love the 3-point shot in the. It's just not the same. I mean, it's cool.
It's just not.
I take that back. Now the dunk contest and the
okay,
the dunk contest, and maybe not recently, but 10 to 40 years ago in that range.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah, like that. That's really the only comparison. Yeah, I get trying to speed it up or whatever, but also like you don't have anything else going on. Like that is your event for the night. Just like fucking make a spectacle out of it.
Yeah, exactly. Like that I mean, that's all it is. Is a showcase of
like
peak baseball athleticism.
Or
like power.
Fuck the time limit. Just like who can just hit the most? Like, yeah, I like that. But either way, I think I think though with the time limit and all that, just like it makes a good opportunity to get those, like especially same team like Bobby Witt, Salvi, type of teams going on, which would be cool. I don't know if that's ever going to be the case, but that seems like it could be a pretty cool little deal.
Yeah. I mean, there has been a format that hasn't got me to watch it. So
yeah, for real. Like every time it's just like, oh, we're gonna go watch guys hit tanks. Okay, I'm in. Let's just go do that.
Yeah, I mean, that brings up a good point. You were talking a little bit over text, maybe doing a live cast on something next week because there's no games. I think maybe the All-Star game is the better timing because it's Tuesday, although it's a little early for you.
We could make it work though, but also I think it'd be better because I feel like if it was the home run derby, we would not have a very good podcast.
We're just going to be staring at the screen.
Yeah, exactly. But the All-Star game, which it's kind of a shame that it's just kind of a whatever as far as the game goes anymore.
There's some fun stuff in it, but like it's too bad it doesn't mean anything.
I know. I know. We feel like old men now. And just like back when it used to mean something. But honestly, when it meant something, it was a better game. It really
There's some
was.
stakes to it.
Yeah.
People cared a little bit more.
Yeah. And outside of guys like Kyle Stowers or Hunter Goodman, like they're every a lot of the other guys actually had a stake in that. And it's like, oh, this might mean home field. So yeah,
Well, especially you got managers or got postseason aspirations.
Yeah,
They might manage that game a little bit differently. I mean, maybe the only benefit to it is previously you might not see like one of your players get into the game because
yeah,
the games are close and it doesn't make sense to put someone in. But then now, like, you pretty much get to see at least all the position players.
but at the same time, you might see your guy get called up for a pinch hit or something like that. And
true.
So yeah, I don't know. I feel like there should be more meaning to it. It was the best All-Star game of any of the sports for a long time, and I think it still is. But
Definitely.
I wish it meant something more, like it used to. Like that, yeah. That was the whole thing. It's like it still meant something.
Yeah, I mean it's so fun to watch, but it's just fun to watch. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. But also like, same thing. Like it used to it was a big deal, and but it was a big deal for a reason. And it should be, like I'm all in favor of. I'll get your thoughts on this, but I'm all in favor of every team having to be represented because it is Major League Baseball. And so like Kyle Stowers is a good example for the Marlins where he's had a good year, but there's outfielders that had a better year than him for sure.
I mean, I love it. Like especially like I said, I went to a couple of All-Star games and the Tigers were trash, and like I got to go see. I think so. I think Greg Soto was our representative. I got to see him in Colorado. Like he's okay middle reliever. But I got to see someone from my team, and that was great. Like sometimes I would have been a little bit more disappointed not being able to see him, and even just on TV. Like we've had some random guys that made an all-star team because of it. Team's trash, and they had to put someone. But it's fun, like when they got up.
Well, I remember when Brian Fuentes made the All-Star game. Like, dude, Brian Fuentes was fucking disgusting when he was in his prime. Like absolutely disgusting. And people actually
and, like, you get to
and the Rockies weren't good that year, but
no, but that's another good point. Like probably a lot of people didn't watch Rockies games and went to see them.
But they got to see what Brian Fuentes was bringing on, and
shit.
And it was awesome. And so like I love that part of it, but also I want it to mean something too, because I want the guys to go out there and fucking try to win it. And that's pretty cool because you got guys that are in a heated division race on the same team, but they're trying to beat those other guys. Like I don't know, it's fucking cool. Like it's one of those things.
Oh yeah, I mean we're gonna get to see like maybe like Bobby Witt to Gleyber Torres double play or something like that. It's good. Some fun things.
It's gonna be wild. And it seems like they could make a bigger deal of it if they wanted to. And when they took that home field advantage away, it's like, man, that sucks. Like, you should have kept that in. Feels like that was. I get why they took it away, but also it's like, I don't know, that adds so much more to the All-Star game.
Yeah.
I get why they don't do it, but yeah, should have kept it in.
Agreed, man.
But yeah. So Monday night is the all or the home run derby. Tuesday night's the All-Star game. What time does that start?
I think it's 8 for the game and 7 for the derby.
Okay.
Or maybe 8 and 8. I can't remember.
8 Eastern. But yeah, let's we can't obviously put it up on the screen because we'll get nuked on all that. But we can say, hey, here's the start. Here's first pitch, and then we can you can watch along with us. But I think that'd be fun.
Yeah, I mean, we can even, I don't know what your method is, but maybe we can like try and do a little bit of delay, so if people want to pause a little bit, and we'll tell them when the first pitch starts, and you can follow along.
Yeah, we can make that. We'll work on that later this week, but yeah, because that's pretty well the same time that we do Burning Daylight Sports every week, anyway. So yeah, we'll start a little bit early.
All right.
Cool. Well, I think we covered everything, didn't we?
Everything for me.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks for everybody for tuning in, and move your ass. We're burning daylight.